The first thing people noticed was not the billionaire collapsing to the marble floor of her own glass tower, nor the terrified executives frozen in shock under the bright daytime sun pouring through the windows. It was the janitor in faded blue overalls, a single father with tired eyes, who dropped his mop and ran toward her without thinking, pressed his lips to hers in sheer desperation, and pulled her back from the edge of death in a moment that would change both their lives forever. Before the story goes any further, if you believe that kindness, courage, and second chances can come from the most unexpected people, please like this video, comment your thoughts, share it with someone who needs hope today, and subscribe to our channel Grandma's Book. Your support keeps these powerful stories alive. Arjun Malhotra had never imagined his life would narrow down to hospital bills, school lunchboxes, and night shifts scrubbing floors. Once a promising engineering student, his dreams ended the day his wife died during childbirth, leaving him alone with a newborn daughter and a world that did not wait for grief. By day, Arjun walked his daughter Naina to school under the warm sun, tying her shoelaces and promising her the future would be better. By afternoon, he cleaned offices in one of the tallest buildings in the city, a place where powerful people never looked down, except to complain about footprints on polished floors. He worked silently, shoulders bent, carrying love, exhaustion, and guilt that he could not give his child more. Viva Nora Towers belonged to Mira Langford, a self-made billionaire whose life sparkled in business magazines. She was known for ruthless intelligence, flawless suits, and a schedule packed tighter than the traffic below her penthouse office. Yet behind the success was a body worn thin by stress, sleepless nights, and an untreated heart condition she ignored because slowing down felt like failure. On that bright afternoon, sunlight reflected off the glass walls as Mira prepared for a major board presentation that could reshape her empire. Her heart fluttered violently, her vision blurred, and before anyone understood what was happening, her body gave up. Panic spread through the room as executives shouted for help, phones shaking in their hands. No one moved fast enough. Arjun, mopping just outside the conference hall, saw her collapse through the open doors. He had once taken a basic first aid course years ago, not because he wanted to be a hero, but because life had taught him how quickly it could vanish. When he reached her, she was not breathing properly. He knew there was no time. Ignoring the shocked faces and his own fear, he tried CPR, then did the only thing left that might force air back into her lungs. The moment was raw, desperate, and human. In front of wealth, power, and glass walls, a janitor kissed a billionaire simply to save a life. Mira survived. Doctors later said those seconds mattered more than millions of dollars. When she woke up in the hospital under the soft glow of daylight, she asked about the man who saved her. Arjun, meanwhile, had returned to his bucket and mop, already expecting trouble for crossing invisible lines. Instead, he was called into a room filled with sunlight, where Mira looked at him not from above, but from a hospital bed, vulnerable and changed. She saw in his face something no boardroom had ever given her, sincerity without agenda. As days passed, Mira learned about Arjun's life, his daughter waiting every afternoon by the school gate, his dreams buried under responsibility. She also faced her own emptiness, realizing that all her success had not saved her from dying alone on a conference floor. The building felt different now. Mira insisted on walking its halls during the day, greeting staff she had never noticed before. Arjun struggled with suspicion and pride, unsure whether kindness from someone so powerful could be real. But change had already begun. Quietly and without noise, Mira funded Arjun's education, not as charity, but as belief. She ensured his daughter had the best schooling and a future untouched by fear. More importantly, she changed how her company treated the invisible workers who kept it running in daylight and night. Arjun, in turn, rediscovered confidence he thought he had lost forever. He studied, worked, and slowly stood straighter, teaching his daughter that courage sometimes looks like cleaning floors and sometimes like saving a life. The world never forgot the headline about the janitor and the billionaire, but the truth was deeper than shock. It was about two broken people meeting at the edge of mortality and choosing humanity over status. Mira learned to slow down, to breathe, to live. Arjun learned that his life mattered beyond survival. Their bond was not built on romance or pity, but on respect forged in a moment when nothing else existed. Before we reach the end, please take a moment to comment below and tell us where you are watching from and what this story made you feel. Your words mean more than you know. Years later, on a sunny afternoon much like the day everything changed, Arjun walked Naina through the same glass doors, no longer as a janitor, but as an engineer invited to lead a new project. Mira watched from her office, smiling softly, her heart steady at last. Life had not become perfect for either of them, but it had become meaningful. If this story touched your heart, moved you, or reminded you that humanity can still win, please like, share, and engage with this video. Sometimes all it takes to change everything is one brave act of kindness in the middle of an ordinary day.